Hello everybody and welcome back. We are playing a game called Kingdom New Lands. Now, as you've seen previously on the channel, we had a game called Kingdoms Classic. And this one is called Kingdom New Lands, and basically it's the same game except for they added some new features to it. Now, I've played a little bit of this game before. And it essentially runs the same way, except for the features that they added to it is once you actually get your base built up, they want you to hurry up and board a boat or build a boat and then take off to a new land. So that means each side, one side or the other, has a boat for you to build, for you to take off from, but you don't know which side you're in. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. Same old as the last game. Basically what it is for the people that are checking out the game for the first time, it's castle defense essentially on a pixel type art style, which is beautiful in its own retrospect. And what it will do, let me see. Oh, I don't know what lady. Real demanding, isn't she? So what it will do is protect you from every night or every other night. You'll have a horde of monsters that come through to actually destroy your base and, you know, break everything down. We don't want that to happen. So what we do in the process is build up our base to survive each wave and each opposition of monsters that come your way. As you go in the forest here, you can recruit more people, and as of right now, it seems like we're following a tutorial ghost so we can survive. We're gonna get another bowman. We're gonna invest coins that we pick up. I guess to 2 more. We don't have any more coins, lady. I don't know what you want from me. Well, we'll do this. So that way we have a wall on each side. We have a guy, an engineer here that's actually, ooh, he's collecting coins. I don't know how he's got them, but okay, I'll take it. We have an engineer that'll actually do all the building. And you can have several different engineers. Obviously, as you can have more archers, you can have more engineers. And I try to make a new thing of this, but since we have a new horse in this game, we're going to name this horse Jacob. He'll be Jacob the Gallant, galloping horse of the secret French Polynesian islands. Yes, that will be it, Jacob. So, this guy right here is a trader, and what he does is actually, I think he's got a little bit of a different chore this game. I think he brings in tax revenue, or he brings in, can't quite remember, but we're gonna figure it out. Now, standing right below Jacob right now is grass, and if your horse gets winded from running around too much, which he'll run faster on flat land, if he gets winded, he'll stop down like this, get something to eat for a second, and then he'll rejuvenate himself. Now nighttime is here, so from one side to the other, we're going to see some opposition of monsters. Now, every time you kill a monster, it should drop a coin on its own, I believe. But we're about to verify yay or nay on that, if I'm just crazy or if I actually remember what I'm doing. Anything? Again, you don't know which side they're going to come from. They could come from both sides, one side, the other side. And again, you don't know what side the boat's on either. Now, we came from this way before, so we'll focus on this direction, and it's a good thing to do is to focus on one side or the other in order to survive. Or at least that's what I've found so far to keep me alive. There's several deer and other wildlife that your guys can hunt. and actually collect some coins. So he's winded. So now there's no grass here, and he's just gonna keep bucking back on me and not do anything. So it's basically just let him walk until he's calmed down a little bit for you to start running again. Chase. No. Beat him, Jacob. Do it. Yes. Okay. No. Damn obstinate deer. There we go. Trick is to stay a little bit behind them so you can kind of goad them in the direction of your hunters, because 2 hits from your hunters will take them down. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock this tree down. I think that's premature. I should probably be taking... No! Whatever, you can go. I'm tired of your crap. Yep. Now when you take down trees like this, your engineer will run out and he will actually take the trees down, and every tree that drops it'll either give you your coin back or it'll actually give you an extra coin back in the process. When that happens, you can see in the background we have some rocks here, and over there you have some trees. Clearing them out gives you more free space, and it actually gives you a better time to run. See, if there's nothing blocking the path, you're not running through the forest, you can actually move faster, and it gives you more space to expand your base to help protect against waves of the horde, because as the days go on, it becomes more and more difficult to survive. And the days, even though you think they're going to last, or you have just enough time, sometimes you kind of don't. See if I can stay ahead of him to chase him back. Nope. Come on. Come on. Just a little bit farther. Oh, there's twice. Oh, there's 3. Okay, so it's 3 shots. So what we're going to do is we're going to run back to base real quick. I'm going to see if I can speed up the process on how fast the engineer runs back, because the engineer will run back at the last moment, and sometimes he can get himself killed. So it's always good to try to help speed up the process of them coming back or moving back on their own. See, now he's running because he knows it's dark, so he's going to try to make it behind this wall before night completely falls here and the monsters themselves come. So I didn't get anybody recruited today, which is probably a mistake on my part, but I really want to stay focused on the one side at a time. Now I've upgraded this wall. It's a little bit stronger to withstand the actual monster attack. Now there's no, you can see, like, I can invest coins in this, but I can't invest any more coins in here. So that means that this wall can't be upgraded anymore at this time. So the best thing to do, yep, okay, so this guy, I should have collected it earlier in the day. Now he's not going to bring me any for the next day. Okay, so he's been replaced. Before, you invested in him and he would actually give you tools, or he'd give you some more bow and arrows, or some more hoes for the farm, or sights for the farm. That's what it is. And then he'd take off again. Well, it seems in this one that he just brings you coins. So instead of collecting taxes, what they're doing is that a guy brings you, he acts like a trader, so he goes out and collects coin and then comes back again. So it's almost like he's selling your goods, which is fine. It's all well and good. Ooh, lots of coin there. Now your back up at the top right corner will hold a bunch of coins, but it doesn't hold a lot of coins. It'll hold some. Now I'm not getting rid of this tree because it's right next to the village, and I can use this village to keep recruiting guys. If I knock this tree out, this village will disappear. And we don't want that because it's right next to town. So what I'm going to do is actually take this one in. And yeah, see, this is a little hut that the guy, that trader, up there's the boat. Okay, so it's a lot of coins involved with actually starting the process of this boat. So let's start the process early, because the faster you can get out of the land, the faster it is you can go on to the next piece of property or next area. So we're going to go ahead and recruit 2 more guys here and send them on their way now early instead of waiting. Now what this is here is a shrine. These shrines, you can invest in them and they will give you special buffs. This one here looks like it might be archers, maybe? Give you a bonus to your archer's arrows so they do more damage. But we're going to hold off on that because we don't yet know completely what we're going to need to invest in here. Now, as I was talking about in the top right corner there, we have a bag, and that bag can only hold so much, and I have a feeling there's rocks here, so there's probably a demon gate. There is a demon gate, and we're going to just run right now, not even going to waste time. And what I'll do is I'll just throw one in there. So that one flame lights up that one spot. And each one of those is almost like a ticker mark. And it will give you, each one of those tickers will contribute to however many days it is for you to have that buff. So I only got one flame on there, so it's only going to last one day. Why are you even being a jerk like that? Why you got brain worms or something? Go back to town. Back to town. Run towards the archers. Okay, so what he's doing is, since you've added to the boat there, he's going to build the basic foundations here in these pieces. Hopefully he moves a little bit faster instead of being pokey about it because night's coming, and I think he's going to continue to build into the night. So if he's not faster, we might actually lose him as an engineer. We're going to. That's a monster, and what the monster does, he'll slam into the bad guys. No, they're taking pieces of the boat? What? No. That's not cool. That's totally not cool. It's because they're laying on the ground? That blows. Blows so hard. I have another guy over here? No? No. Okay. So, we're going to build this wall up since we're coming back to this spot here. Actually, yeah, I do remember doing that, I think. And we're going to build up this wall too. Because it's important to have multiple layers, because as the days go on, it's going to become more difficult. So, unfortunately, we're in bad luck because we have the boat on the same side that the enemy is coming from. Sometimes you can split it up to where it's different, to where there's enemies on one side and the boat's on the other. So you can actually just fortify one side. But it doesn't seem like we're going to get that kind of luck because the boat's on the same side that we know that one of the portals are coming from. Or should I say one of the monsters are coming from. Okay, so it's next day. So what I need to do is focus back on this side here. So I'm going to get another engineer there. And we have two more guys there. So I'm going to focus on getting two more bows. And a third one if we get another guy coming over. I don't know. I think there's another guy coming. So I'll run back this direction. See if we can increase the distance here that we got going on. A lot of land's been cleared because of those trees. There's a lot of separation with that. But I don't know where the portal might be on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to run, see how far I can get and unlock stuff. There's a ramp here. So I'm assuming this is the escape direction. The boat's going to head this direction. Your boat usually goes in the opposite direction of, it usually crosses by the camp in order to escape. Because what it does is after you load it up, a lot of your archers will fill up many of the spots in the boat for protection and travel with you to the next land. So you actually start off with people. Now that's very key to survival. Yes, the dock's out here. It's very key to survival because in some of the other lands, if you don't bring coin with you and archers, you won't survive some of those other lands because they expect you to bring stuff with you when you start in the next game. So let's go ahead and run right back here because there's obviously nothing in this direction, and that's bad news. I was hoping for some type of base upgrade to be this way because you can actually get pieces and sink coins into almost like a shrine type thing that will unlock pieces for your base to actually do like research projects almost. Now there's no portal in this direction, so that's really good news. So we can actually spend all our money reinforcing the other direction. Now a portal shouldn't pop up as far as I'm aware if it's not already there. So the portal's on the other side, which is good news for us. But at the same time, it's kind of bad news because it's the same size as the boat. Okay, if I collect any more coins, they're going to start falling out of my pouch. So I need to start spending them. Yep, see they're falling out and they can fall in the water, which basically screws the pooch. So let's take that one coin. Come back here. Invest in that. And I'm going to have the engineer work early on doing a tower. Now these towers, what they'll do is protect your base against waves. And they'll load up guys. And the more you invest, the more the tower is, or the taller the tower gets, and the more people it will hold. So it'll definitely help in the process. So you got some guys coming. That wall will withstand so many hits before it'll break. So we got one tower here. We can't invest any more. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the coins back over here. More there, more there. And come back over here because we're definitely going to need some more archers too. Or some more engineers. Probably more engineers than archers at this point because we need to have that boat built fast. Now the monsters have stopped for the day, so they're not going to come anymore. So you can probably use that queue to exit early. So what I'm going to do now is see if I can get this one deer to head back without being too much of a jerk, but I'll throw ahead and throw some coins into the boat this direction here. And as soon as Jacob is done calming down for a second, I'm gonna see if I can goad that deer to head back towards our archers. Come on, Jacob. There we go. Thankfully the deer didn't take much to goad in the direction we needed him to go. Nope, see if we can keep the deers going back the other direction. Great. Good times. Back this direction. Seems like the guys became archers. And I'm going to go ahead and give him a coin so he can take some stuff and go back and collect some more. Now, as it shows, since I didn't give him any money the previous day, he didn't go out. So it's important that every time we give him that coin, and so he can basically go out and get some whale, or go out and get wares or sell whatever he's doing, and then comes back with money. A little suspicious, I know, but we're not going to question it because it benefits us right now. I mean, that's how the way the world works, right? You don't question something that seems like a good thing. That way it just keeps happening and you can stay ignorant about it. I mean, it works for me, right? Especially in a situation where I have to build a boat that's completely in disrepair and I'm trying to get slaughtered every night by a horde of monsters. I think that the morals of this can be, passed on a little bit. Throw that coin out. I got another guy in here. Usually they'll come running at the coin, but it didn't seem like I had another guy in there. So as the monsters come by, they'll actually pass him in the hut. They're not going to affect him at all in the process. So he's thankfully immune to any kind of monster attacks that come by. So let's see if we can survive the night again here. We don't know what kind of wave we're going to get, but we have a guy in the tower here, a guy in the tower there, and I think we're going to have 3 archers on the ground. That guy's the third guy. Yes, we have a third guy here. Alrighty. Oh, he's coming back early. I'm okay with that. monster. So let's get behind the wall. And start, yeah. So as you can see from the guy from the top, he's not quite having to shoot at an arch because of, or not as much of an arch. And he's going to get a little bit better accuracy because he's higher up on the wall. Which plays an important part, especially when they start mounding in how many guys that are attacking you at once. Dump a bunch of coin there into doing that. That's on day 6. And what we'll do now is while they're building on that, we're going to go ahead and cut it off here. And what I'll do is pick up where we left off in this episode, so we can follow the tales of Jacob the horse of galloping majesty from the secret French ninja Polynesia Islands from France. I think that's what we decided on. Sure, that sounds good. Okay, so we'll pick up next where we left off next time, and in episode 2. I enjoy playing this game. I hope you enjoy watching it. That way you can get a feel whether or not you want to pick it up in Steam or not. It's just a few bucks, and it helps support the developers. To indie games like this, I don't mind playing them. I really enjoy it, actually, and it's nice sometimes, refreshing to get away from a little bit of the AAA titles, especially since we started off as the first game in this channel being this. It's nice coming back and revisiting something from the same company. So, catch us in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.